Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Arithmo Hanyo, your friendly teacher from the Philippines. In this video, I will share with you my thoughts to help you decide about acquiring a vehicle if you are a J1 teacher. Which is best for J1 teachers, leasing or financing a car? Hope that this video will help you decide. And if you think that this video is informative, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to know more about J1 teaching tips. And now, the key takeaways between leasing and buying a car according to Investopedia. Leasing a car means that you basically rent it for a specific and limited time period. Buying a car means you own it outright and build equity in the vehicle with monthly payments if you finance the purchase. The benefits of leasing usually include a lower upfront cost, lower monthly payment, and no resale hassle. Benefits of buying usually mean car ownership, complete control over mileage, and a firm idea of cost. And experts generally say that buying a car is better financial decision for the long term. But we are J1 teachers and our stay in the US is just for a short period of time from 3 to 5 years. So, from these key takeaways, you could think of, should I finance or should I lease a car? Let's take the pros and cons between leasing and financing or buying a car. First, for leasing, you pay to drive a car for a specific time frame, no ownership. I have some friends who chose to just lease a car because most of them even don't put a down payment and their monthly amortization is just around or between $300 to $400 a month. And if you finance or buy a car, you own and drive for as long as you desired. This is good if your very purpose of getting a car is to travel, but I think you can just rent a car, especially if you are a group. Next, just like what I've said, lower payment or no down payment at all. Like most of those new teachers who came to the school, they actually lease a car because they're thinking that there's no obligations after your stay. And for buying a car, usually higher down payment and slightly higher monthly payments. Just like what we did, we actually financed a car and I put a down payment of $2,000 and for my first car, my monthly payment was $550 and then I upgraded. It became $650 and then I traded it. It's $550 with down payment. So just think about that. Next, get into luxury car at less cost. Then, higher cost for most expensive cars and higher down payment. Then, you'll get automotive advances with every new lease or new car. Then, restricted to car's technology until new purchase or upgrades you initiate. Then, you can actually turn in or buy the car when lease is done. For J1 people, like one of my friends went back to the Philippines serving 2-year rule, what she did was she just called the bank, informed them that she will return the car, and what the bank did was they get the car at the apartment. But for buying a car, you must arrange trade-in or find buyer if you wish to sell. And this was one of my problems when I finished my 5 years in the US. But I am just thankful because one of my friends actually acquired it. But We just have to inform the bank that I'm going back home, and she will continue the financing. So my friend who acquired the car actually sent documents and requirements so that the monthly would be under her. Restriction on miles allowed and modifications to car. This is true because let's say for a year you only have to consume 12,000 miles, and you can't even go far or travel far from your place because you surely will pay for each mile that will be exceeded to the allowed miles. But if you finance or buy a car, there's no restrictions at all. You can actually go from west to east because the car is actually yours. Then, various fees can bump up costs at the end of lease. That is only if you exceeded the miles according to the contract. And also, one of the things is that when you return this car, one of the cons is your credit history will be lower, but you still have time and chance to make it up. Then, no special fees. All costs are not known until lease ends. And for buying a car, costs are known and can be projected. Then, higher cost over long period of time and multiple leases. That is only if you have more than. Lower cost when bought and kept the car. So what's the bottom line deciding between leasing and buying a car? It will come down to each individual's lifestyle, driving needs, and financial situation. If you are a traveler and you want to travel from east to west, then do the financing or buy a car. And if you don't have enough budget and you don't have money to put down, so probably leasing is the option. But the most important thing is you have to decide. So what's my final thoughts? Based on my experience, financing a car would be a problem, especially if you need to go home. Like one of my friends, he went home and he actually sold the car and he still need to pay $1,500 because of the visit. But if you lease a car, only the credit score will cut down. You can freely return the car without any obligation. So again, it's up to you to decide. Good luck.